Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
The following is a talk given by His Grace Maha Varaha Prabhu on January 22nd, 2017 in Balaramadesh. The talk was about Guru Tattwa.
Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Devi Namaste Saraswati Devi Avagyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuramilikam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Shri Shundravadi Paschati Desakarini Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, can you all hear me? So today, while we are waiting for Solinas Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj to come and participate in this program, I'll just talk and share some of my experience being in close relationship with my spiritual master. In devotional life, Guru, spiritual master, playing a very important role in every aspect of our life, right from our birth till we go to the, should I say, graveyard, until our final breath. We are bound to learn something from somebody else. Even from our birth, when we started to grow, you'll see we learn to speak, we learn how to walk. All these things are being taught by the mother to a great extent. So right from our birth till the end of our life, we learn every single thing from somebody else. So there is always a guru in our life. Someone is playing the role of a guru in our life, and we always learn something from somebody. So this is just some material aspect. Like even if you go to for driving lessons, cooking classes, school, college, university, at every level, you need someone to teach you, to guide you. That shows that at every step of our life, every stage of our life, there is someone playing the role of a guru. So similarly, in our spiritual life too, we need to have guru to guide us in this spiritual path. And spiritual master, he plays a very important role. But this one person, you have to follow his instruction 100%. To this one person, the spiritual master, you have to surrender completely. Everybody else, if you analyze your life, right from the birth till the end of your life, if you analyze, it's not that we obey every single person that we come across, be it an elderly person, or be it your parents, our own parents, or be it our school teacher, or be it some of our sisters, elder sisters, or elder brother. We don't obey them all the time, whatever they say, because we have the freedom to choose what we want. But when it comes to spiritual life, when you approach a spiritual master and when you surrender to that spiritual master, you only have to obey. You cannot disobey him. There is no freedom when it comes to spiritual life. That doesn't mean you have to follow your spiritual master blindly. That doesn't mean you just blindly accept whatever he says. You have a freedom to inquire from him submissively. If you have any doubts, you can always approach the spiritual master to clarify your doubts, all your spiritual doubts. But to this one person, once you accept a spiritual master, you have to follow his instruction, even if you not willing, or even if you don't like it. Many times, Guru Maharaj, Solinas Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he has expressed that if the spiritual master gives you an instruction which that you like, then you are very fortunate. Sometimes the instruction can be completely not in favor of you. It can be a bitter pill for you. But when the spiritual master gives an instruction, one should take it as a heart and soul. Then you can see the real progress. It is not that the spiritual master forces someone to accept forces someone to accept his instruction. He also knows to whom he should give this instruction. He knows very well. He knows his disciples very well. That who can actually able to execute his order, his instructions. And as much as the spiritual master knows his disciples very well, the ability of his disciples in executing his orders, similarly, the disciples also should be able to understand the mood and desire of the spiritual master. Then you will see a very good correlation, a very good conducive mood in our relationship with the spiritual master. Because when it comes to spiritual master, Shastra says, Scripture says that spiritual master is the representative of Krishna himself, God himself. But he is in the human form. He is the representative of Krishna himself, God himself, but he is like a normal person like us. He is also chanting, he is taking prasadam, he is falling sick, he is sleeping, he is also going to the toilet. I am also doing the same thing. So what is the big thing about Guru? That is a big thing. As long as we are seeing only the material aspect of the spiritual master, then we remain a materialistic disciple. Only when we transcend beyond this materialistic platform, the material platform, then you will see the spiritual aspect of the spiritual master. Until then, there is always danger in our relationship with the spiritual master, because you only see the material part of his lifestyle. Therefore, it is very difficult actually. There are many tattvas. There are Guru Tattwa, Shiva Tattva, Srishti Tattva. Srishti Tattva means about creation, the philosophy on creation. There is also about Guru Tattva, the philosophy on the truth, on the spiritual master, about Lord Shiva. Of all these, Guru Tattva is one of the most difficult topics to be understood. Why? Because here you see Guru who is supposed to be as good as God, but you are seeing him in human body. If Krishna comes and stands right in front of you, you will have no doubt. Even if Krishna says, I am not God, you will believe that no, you are God, and you will fall at his lotus feet. Why? Because you know how Krishna looks like. But here you have the representative of Krishna, God, who is in human form, and his activities is almost as good as the normal human being. As I said earlier, eating, sleeping, and he's also falling sick. So, as long as we are always in the materialistic or material consciousness, you will tend to see only the material aspect or material qualities in the Guru. So, in order to enhance the pure spiritual relationship with our spiritual master, one should actually transcend into spiritual platform. Then you can really see the truth, the qualities in our spiritual master. Until then, we cannot understand the spiritual master, and if you cannot understand your spiritual master, then you cannot surrender unto him. And if you cannot surrender unto him, then how is it possible for one to follow his instruction? So the first and foremost thing in the relationship with the spiritual master is that one should try to understand the spiritual master. See him on the spiritual platform. Don't see him on the material platform. He may look like doing, same activities as we are doing. So one should see him beyond this material platform. And once one understands the spiritual master well, then you can surrender unto him. And once you are surrendered, then it's easy for you to follow all the instruction that he gives. Because without surrender and without understanding and surrender, who will follow the instructions. Like for example, unless I have faith in you, I will not just simply follow your instruction or your command. Do you agree with this? Without faith in somebody, one will not easily accept or surrender to that particular person. So therefore, in relationship with the spiritual master, one has to first of all understand the spiritual master. Then, by understanding him, one can develop faith, and then when faith develops, one will surrender unto the spiritual master. And once you are surrendered to the spiritual master, he will just execute whatever he says. You will follow his order. And the success in spiritual life is simply by executing the order of spiritual master. That is the real success. Because we always had an independent. We always, during our childhood, we obeyed so many people, we obeyed our parents, we disobeyed our parents, we disobeyed our teachers, we disobeyed our elders. We always had this independent to disobey others. But when it comes to spiritual master, you have to only obey. Then you will see the real progress, real success in your spiritual life. And we have hundreds and thousands of wonderful pastimes. How our Vaishnava Acharyas, they have exhibited their Guru Bhakti, the Guru Nishtha to their spiritual masters. This year, coming April, will be the 1000 millennium anniversary of the appearance day of Sripad Ramanujacharya. And Sripad Ramanujacharya is one great Vaishnava, exalted Vaishnava Acharya, is an Acharya who is representing the Sri Sampradaya. And he has actually exhibited through his disciples, and he has trained his disciples how one should actually devote themselves to one's spiritual master. And there are many examples like that, many exalted disciples. He had many exalted disciples like Kuresha, Vadugai Nambi, Ananta Alvar. There are many disciples, and they exhibited wonderful Guru Nishtha, the Guru Bhakti, to Ramanujacharya. I have one such wonderful pastime which I came across. Ananta Alvar. How many of you heard the name of Ananta Alvar? Ananta Alvar, once when Sripad Ramanujacharya was giving class, he was explaining how, in his class, he was explaining how Kanchipuram is the place for Tyaga Mantapam. It's called Tyaga Mantapam, Kanchipuram. A place where the Lord resides and he devotes himself in order to care for his devotees. And like that, he also described about Srirangam. In Srirangam, it's called Bhoga Mantapam. And Ramanujacharya described Tirumala, as Pushpa Mantapam, which means Ramanujacharya, he quoted from his Tiruvayamali that how there are so many wonderful descriptions about Tirumala, how Tirumala is full of gardens, and these wonderful gardens can be used in the service of the Lord. But then, since the inception of Tirumala, the Lord existed in Tirumala, nobody dared to go to Tirumala, because Tirumala was always been a dense forest full of ferocious wild animals. So no Brahmins or Vaishnavas dared to go to Tirumala to serve the Lord. So no one was dared to go to Tirumala. And in his class, Sripad Ramanujacharya was somehow indirectly expressing his desire that how he's really expecting someone to go to Tirumala and establish a wonderful garden and also a water tank so that the service for Balaji Perumal can be enhanced. But since because of the wild animals, since many are refused to go there, out of sudden Anantalvar stood up just by knowing the desire of Ramanujacharya. Not even before Ramanujacharya asked him personally to go, he voluntarily stood up and volunteered himself to go to Tirumala in order to execute the desire of his spiritual master. So that shows how a disciple, this is how a disciple should be. Even before the Guru instructs you, one should be able to understand the desire of Guru. Even before he expresses his desire, one should be able to understand the mood of the Guru and desire of the Guru and fulfill accordingly. This is first class disciple. And Anantalvar was a first class disciple. And Anantalvar volunteered himself immediately to go to Tirumala. And he went there. And he had wonderful pastime with Balaji Perumal there.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.